me in. All right, Swain Batty League, welcome back to the SBL 2022. My name is AJ0, and joining me is a man who cannot do a count on a beat, Mr. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, Thrifty Senpai himself.
Yep. Sorry, buddy. Draft started fast. I had we kind of brought it in quickly, and we see the Garen ban after what might have been 420 Boncrank's game of his lifetime.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna, you know, once upon a time, I really roasted the hell out of that man on stream, and he got back at me by shitting on my team last game. So we'll see if he can do it with a different champion again this time, or if Bong is going back to the crank for this one, as we are going through bans here. Nothing too crazy here. Smart ban on that Volkaz on Super Nice Circulation. I got a feeling he's not touching that again this season.
No, probably not.
Folks didn't get to see it on stream. He's not playing it against us this season. I can say that much.
Yeah, I think if you're expecting the bestest one top, I think that there really isn't a
Yeah, but instead we're gonna get the bestest one onto the Renata Glask, which is maybe gonna turn into a priority pick here in the SBL, as that's presumably a denial pick from Hook Resets, who was pretty big on it in the last game. This is something we had banned against bestest one, I believe, last week.
Yep, and the Leona ban was against bestest from last week. Yeah, like he had a monster game. I would say like the champions, like the Leona was the facilitator of that game. Like, Respect had a fantastic Ezreal game. Blab had a very good Vel'Koz game. The Leona was disgusting, though, and really just set those two up to just go crazy. So I'm excited to see if he can do this on Renata. And something that we haven't got to yet, but I wanted to mention is I expected the Braum pick coming here. Cal is a firm believer that Braum is strong against Renata, because he can just eat her ult, and it just hits him.
That seems really good.
Yeah, it seems really, really good. Yeah, he still gets hit, like, he still goes enraged, but, like, that's it, right? Off of this, like, huge team fight changing ult, as we saw, like, multiple times in the last game, where it just absolutely ruined some team fights. The Lux pick, no surprise here. I expect Oaksha to probably be picking that, like, every single chance he can get first rotation. That seems to be his comfort mid of choice.
Yeah, that's three Lux games in a row here to start the first round robin of the season. So maybe we'll start seeing some bans on that in the future. But as we go down the list here, we got Respect on the Xayah, Wang on the Trundle. I love the Xayah pick out of Respect. We've definitely seen him have some really huge hard carry potential in his games so far. And I mean, even in the game he lost, what do you go, like 16-5 on Misfortune or some shit with like a ton of damage dealt? I love Xayah. Xayah's like one of the ultimate like 1v9 champs where you just make all of your own plays. You don't really give a shit what anyone else on your team is doing.
You're so safe. Like, there's no other AD carry that can like has like such a powerful disengage tool as her ult. Like, it's insane. And we see the Wukong coming through here. That's top. That's top Wukong.
Is that a Boncrank special? You got the insider information on this one?
I mean, it's his, like, barely his second most played champion in ranked. It's not as good as his Garen. For reference, Boncrank, we got his OPGG up right here. 63% win rate, 43 games Garen. Wukong, 8 games played, second most played, 38% win rate, 3 and 5.
Then.
Yeah. Turns out we have Garen one tricks in the SBL. That's just what we have. We have a lot of Garen one tricks.
2 bans going at Tank Axe, 2 bans going at Mr. Tuesday to round out ban phase 2 here. As it looks like WAB does not agree with us that Yasuo was not a big facilitator of victory in the last game. We've seen the Yasuo twice. Tuesday also played Yasuo in our preseason matchup against Autofill.
Yeah, he really, really likes that Yasuo. Okay, here's the thing where I'm really curious. This is what I was trying to figure out. I was about to like really wonder what Tank Axe was going to go into the top lane here, because like the Trundle's jungle. That's like one of Wang's premier junglers. He's really likes it. So Cho'Gath's what we see here after he gets his two primary tops banned.
I'm probably looking for. Oh, all right, gonna be a mid lane Morgana.
This is the most basic scared mid lane I have seen it. Like, we have Lux Morgana. We got support washed up in mid.
I'm really surprised that it's Morgana as the counter pick.
Yeah,
WAB must know something about this matchup that I don't. What can you tell me?
He must know something I don't know. Like, Morgana mid's not bad, like, but it's not really great. I don't think it really does anything that special against this team that like other mid laners do. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Also, I don't think like both these champions haven't been like super relevant in mid lane in a bit. Lux occasionally has some sparks, but Morgana hasn't been really relevant in mid in quite some time.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what we're gonna u.gg this real fast because we got computers and we can look up things on the internet.
I'm gonna go.
Here.
Hold on. I'm gonna take a guess here. I'm gonna go with 48%, 48.5. I'll get 48.5.
49.53, small sample size.
Ooh,
2,400 matches, but I mean that's a reasonable win rate. So.
Okay, that's a playable win rate. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, now we're gonna find out. I'm actually curious. Does this overlay? So does, we asked our production staff in charge of the overlays if they could edit in so that we could see summoner spells during the draft.
You can't see summoner spells during draft at all anymore. They changed that.
Yeah, I'm very aware.
Yep, that's
Tizzy, if you're out there, we'll take the old one back.
We are sorry. That's hilarious. I did not notice that from the spectator client until you said that, and I was like, huh, yeah, those are not there.
I noticed as it was going on, I was like, I'm curious if they show up after the draft ends. And so then I was like watching for it at that point. Oh well, that's what we pay her for.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, Tizzy, that's fair. You can tell us to fuck off. That's fair. We did this to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So something I want to point out here is, we see 30 on the Kazakhs. 30's been playing a lot of Kazakhs. Quite a bit. He's been having some good games. He's had some okay games. I thought he was gonna I legitimately thought I was like, I bet you he picks it tonight, but not against we were talking about this. Probably not against Wes.
Yep, I was just saying in the prep for our game before, I was like, he will pick this sometime when he thinks he can style in the jungle matchup. Zero chance he's gonna do it against Splinter. But in my head, I was like, I can totally see him doing it against literally Wang was the jungler that came to mind. So here we are. My prediction in my head coming to reality here. Is 30 back or not? So far through the games we've seen, I feel like that answer is no, but this could really be a game that's where he's kind of set up to pop off a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the game. This is a really great game where 30 can show us that he's back and the tides have changed. Things are different. And I'm excited to see how it goes. He's got some good targets. Like Morgana, Xayah, Renata. Xayah's gonna be a tougher one, but he's got Renata, Morgana. I'm not exactly sure how things will go against the Trundle and Show. The one thing I'm kind of worried about here is that with the way the damage is set up, if Bondcrank gets dunked on in the top lane, this autofill team's gonna have a really tough time going through Trundle Shogoth.
Yeah, not a lot of the champs I think of not a lot of tank busting there. And especially for the Ezreal, not a champ that he kind of has his build he wants to go to that synergizes with his kit. You're not thinking of Ezreal with the Kraken Slayer and the attack speed items. You're thinking Mana Moon and Essence Reaver.
Yeah, exactly. That's just not what you expect.
Yeah, I'm almost inclined to say like this team they have to snowball or they're gonna be in a real bad place.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I was like, I wasn't sure if that's like what exactly is going on. What the heck? Overlay, yeah. Game. It is not wanting to grab my league game. Hold on, we're working on
Give
it.
it a sec. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
spectators being derpy on me right now. I see health bars and all of the background, which is like a rendered image, I see, but every actual asset on Summoner's Rift I currently see blacked out.
Yep,
I'm
yep.
taking a picture of this. This is great,
This
actually.
is really bizarre, and also
I'm
like
sharing this with.
I can't actually. OBS isn't finding the game, like, which is really bizarre. Stree's saying it takes a bit.
Yeah,
wow.
no, I was saying, spectator freaks out all the time. So until I actually see that game clock start moving, I'm not concerned.
Yeah.
Nope.
Here we go. There we go. It's showing. OBS found it.
All right, if you want to see some VIP, go check out League Chat on the server.
No, dude, you can see it on the stream. Like.
Oh fuck!
Oh, I can highlight Nexus. Wait, what the? If I hover over the Nexus, it gets
Oh,
it gets a little. Yeah, look at that.
Health bars here. Yeah, see the inhibitors.
But it doesn't hover over on turrets. Wait, does it work on inhibitors? It does on inhibitors. Why can't I click that? What? What a weird world. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say, oh, man.
I wonder if they paused when they got in game.
Oh, I wonder. We're gonna check something in the client real fast.
Yeah, that's what I'm tabbing to. Where is my clients?
Where? Indeed. What the? Do you wanna? Man, do you wanna message them and see if they pause the game?
Yeah, one sec. Let me see if anyone's streaming. Damn, no one's streaming this game to Discord.
Cool. We're gonna go ahead and mute audio until we figure out what's going on here. We will be back shortly after we figure out what the hell is going on.
Going on here in the jungle.
All right, you're live.
All right, folks, we're 2 minutes into the live game. We reloaded. I'm able to get in, and currently there is a level 2 versus level 2 jungle fight going on. It looks like Wang tried to invade on 30, and both these guys ran away from each other. So Wang did one camp and tried to catch 30 at his blue, but it looks like everyone's going to walk out this one. So a little dicey, but no kills going over as we're going to have the stream reloading in a sec here. We're not sure what happened there. The spectator client's doing its thing, it looks like. I'm going to keep giving you guys the audio play-by-play until Thrifty confirms he gets in. Otherwise, nothing else too crazy going on in this game. It's 2:49 on the game clock as we speak. People just getting to level 3, finishing off the first clear of the jungles. Junglers are pathing in opposite directions right now.
I'm at 305, 306, 307.
Speed it up, actually. Oh, we're behind a bit. We're behind a lot of
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to. That's why I don't want to speed it up. Here, you know what? Pause it.
4 minutes. I'm up to 4 minutes.
Okay, fine.
I'll pause and yeah, I'll catch to you.
Yeah, pause and just go to 3. I'm gonna pause at 3:15.
Bro, these guys are gonna like get out of their game and wonder why we're so far behind.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be confused.
You had to restart this pitch?
Yep. All right.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resumes.
Cool. All right, there we go.
Yo, Tizzy, shout out to you telling me Wang is streaming, which as far as I can tell is not true. Where the hell did you see him streaming? Because I don't see him on Twitch or on Discord. I went and took a look. So I'm curious which of these secret streams. Maybe Wang has a fucking chatterbait or something that like only some of the
I bet you he's streaming in his team Discord. Yep, there we go. Team Discord.
Oh, Tizzy's on his team.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yep. Yep, that makes sense here. And you know what? Looks like there's a. Fortunately, we haven't missed anything
dicey in the
too
mid
much.
lane. Akja here getting snared up, taking some damage as Wang is looping around behind. He does have a flash available. Also, shoutouts to the entire right pane of the UI. Oh no, Wang goes too deep, takes a tower shot. He's in a flash, and he still might lose his life. 30, flashing forward, gets the first blood on the bug, and now Renai has to run with no health remaining.
Yeah, and just in time, 30 getting off to that start. Oh my goodness. Aksha's dead.
Take the ignite for.
Yep.
Oh man.
There was no respect there. Like.
Okay, listen, don't boil down to respect what you could simply boil down to like a lack of skill.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe. But yeah, that was rough. You don't want to stand there when you don't have, you know, like that well.
Hipscoin is like, that's the fucking Russian ruble right now. His ball crate, good God, he is really setting himself up to make me wonder what the hell this man did to my team last game.
Dude, it's not the Garen.
My man on Tank Axe, if he had some mana, I think he would have tried to make something spicy happen. Good thing he didn't, because 30 was nearby.
Oh, so that seems greedy. Like, his flash is still up. I don't think there's really anything you could do there with Cho. Not pre-6. So we start to see things kind of just evolve into pretty standard farming patterns here.
Yeah. As a Blab, I mean, he is.
Hook resets. Maybe gonna see it. I don't know. I feel like Morgana's very safe against Braum.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine Hook resets doing too much in this matchup, but we'll see here. He doesn't have any mana right now, so he has the flash.
I was just literally exactly the only thing I could think of was like if he had a situation where Lux lands up binding before it happened. So I was like about to say that, it's like, oh hey.
And I was just thinking a second ago, I'm like, he has no mana, so I'm like, if something does happen, I don't think he can Black Shield, like in this current moments.
Yeah, I don't remember what the mana cost on Black Shield is. It's been too long.
Be a valuable flash off the table, as this should be a free dragon for the side of Autofill Incorporated. We have, you know, kind of a big game going on here. This is winner of this game going to move into joint possession of second place as well. Yep. Two teams at 2 and 1, two teams at 1 and 2. These teams are both 1 and 1 currently, so.
Yeah, no, this season guaranteed spicy. No 0-3s to come out the first week.
No 0-3s, no 3-0s.
There we go.
Oh, true, with a good point. We probably do want to enable the overlay because it'll take the future kills.
Yeah. Yeah.
As here we go, big fight in the bot lane. There's flashes coming out here from.
I'm just gonna disable them because I didn't actually. Apparently, that file's missing, which is why it was not over it. So.
While in the mid lane, Oakjud does not have a flash available, but Blab, oh my god, could not have missed.
It doesn't matter though.
But it doesn't matter. There goes the Wang, gonna take the kill with the chomp.
Yeah, the second that pillar came through, I'm pretty sure that my Wang could just have soloed Oksha. Like, just about.
Yeah, man, I can't believe. Oh, in the bot lane though, Respect's taking a lot of damage.
One more
here.
on that Braum.
Flash.
It's not gonna proc the passive. He's gonna get away with it.
He flashes late, and Hook Reset's gonna flash. Or sorry, not gonna
It's
flash.
Mr. Tuesday.
Yeah, but to still give up the kill there.
Yeah, yeah. Respect. Just little too much damage. Took that Braum passive, and the flash was not enough to get him away.
Now, Bestest one gonna try to greed out this. Sorry, Wang's there, so it's not super greedy.
Yeah.
That actually may be enough. Oh, this may actually be kind of impactful here.
Nah, Mr. Tuesday. I don't see anywhere where they get this, because yeah, he hops out, he hits him with the Q, and then
I get too excited.
yeah.
I get way more excited about this stuff when I'm spectating than when I'm playing the game.
Oh man.
That's now a huge
What
lead
the heck?
in this bot
Yeah,
lane for
holy
Tuesday.
moly. I was about to say, I was like, looking at this, I was like, wow, that.
There's tail timing to die there for a Squeck. And it's especially unlucky because if he just flashed early, he makes it out of that, but he thought he could hold it. Loses the flash, still ends up losing his life, and then loses that fat.
Yeah,
He'll obviously get some of this back because he's counter shoving, but
Yeah, I mean, he'll close the gap to you know, a wave and a half difference here, but and he'll get a plate for his trebles too, which will kind of help. You know. But man, yeah, that's like one of the things where like flashing is hard, honestly. Like sometimes like there's a lot of times where like if you burn it, sometimes people just burn it too easily, right? And you're like, oh, I wasted it. And then other times it's, you know, you didn't flash early
I just
enough.
remember we gotta enroll on our hot tech here, the Control Shift Z.
Control Shift Z.
Roll that bad boy out.
Control Shift Z. What is this?
Control Shift Z and mouse wheel. Oh, Renai circulation will be
Oh my god,
no
yeah.
flash available. Black shield not going to be there when he needs it. Gonna have to pop the stopwatch. And actually, maybe Wang's enough to.
Oh, laser timing slightly off. Wait, holy moly! He flashed for. OSHA flashed for it, but it does not matter. Mr. Tuesday from downtown. But now 30 gonna get shot maybe. But no, the finishing chop doesn't go through. Wang can close one hit from the stun here. Tank Axe getting taken down slowly but steadily here as he will. Okay, finally fall to OSHA. Both bot lanes coming up here, but Mr. Tuesday is going to get free action on this plate, and Autofill Incorporated look like they're going to be able to clean up this Herald.
Massive sequence there for Autofill Incorporated, who should turn this into a pretty sizable lead here.
Yeah, I mean, if you go ahead, you should, like, they already up Dragon 1.5k. You go take this Herald and you go get 3 plates or first tower. Like, that is a very quickly goal lead. And Wang here finding himself not safe in the jungle as Hooker starts putting down the Braum stacks. One more to the stun, and 30 jumps in. Boncrank jumps in. Wang goes down. Hook resets. Ignite picks up the kill.
Somebody call OSHA because this jungle is not safe for Wang right now.
Yeah, meanwhile, we are seeing a bit of pressure, though, for this roam. Plates going down in the bot lane. Bestus and Risquack just doing their best to keep autoing here. But,
yeah. Autofill Incorporated. We see the pings coming out. I think Autofill, they were setting up for that dragon, so we'll see here if that turns into a fight.
No, but we're seeing late backs here. Like, Boncrank has TP, so he's fine, but Mr. Tuesday backing right now. Won't be the dragon at spawn.
Yeah, Bestus one, he does get first entry into this bush here. When they get something on hook resets.
Yeah, in a lot of trouble here. Root's coming down. Bind's gonna whiff, though.
Yeah, force a flash out of the Braum. Beautiful pillar over there from Wang. Yep. And that feels like a real good setup here. Although Tank Axe, he is in the top lane with no teleport available, so this could be a 5v4 for Autofill.
I think this is Dragon. Like, I think it just goes down too fast at this point, but oh my...
That was close. Good job out of Blabour. You know, he's been double rolling mid-jungle this season, so he is more equipped to take these objectives as Wang does take a lot of damage here. Pretty much
Renai's doing a lot back here. Bestest one... Sorry. Bestest one picks up the kill on OSHA here, and Hook's gonna be able to jump to safety.
Yeah, we are seeing some life back from WAB here.
Yeah, WAB striking back. We still have Wait, pings are on 30's looking like he wants to fight here in the 3v4. He does pop the ult, but...
Yeah, I think it was maybe just reading that team, WAB, pushing a little harder for plates, but they smartly hauled off their push when they did. So small alt wasted out of 30, but not a big deal. And we are back to a pretty even game. Only about 400, 500 gold the difference between these two teams.
Yeah, we still have 1 minute on this Herald. It's tough to see if 30 will use this to get plates. We see him pathing towards his bot tower, but Wang looking to match. But this WAB bot lane might be just a tad too late. Herald's dropping down. Pillar gonna come through, but not gonna really do anything. This tower is gonna go down.
Yeah, beautiful out of hook resets there. Uses the Braum shield to block a bunch of damage.
They did not get. Yeah, they did not get enough autos on it before the Herald crash came in, but they did get all those plates. So.
Yeah, they look like they want to keep pushing. True Shot Barrage committed by Tuesday here. He's easily clearing this way. By the way, Respect is down some health right now, so this could be pretty pushable. Although Respect doing a good job of trading back. That actually might be enough to save them from getting 5th plated.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any way they get the 5th plate here, but, ooh. That is a costly Ezreal Q, though, as Mr. Tuesday is starting to build a very large advantage in this bot lane.
Yeah, we were talking early on about how this, we felt like this would be a game that Respect could really solo carry after the big games he's had, but it's maybe not going to be the game that he's showing up huge on. We'll see here. Does Tuesday overcome this tower?
No, tower's going.
Exhaust coming down. Here comes Wang on the flank, and this is going to be looking pretty bad for the reset lane. Well, the bestest one has to get a flash punch lead. Actually, they might be misplaying this. They actually give up both of their lives here, and Wang is going to be not far behind. And that was actually a disaster of a fight for WAB.
A massive turnaround here. A fantastic job from hook resets there. Just stuffing all of the damage that could go onto Mr. Tuesday. Stalled enough time for Oaksha to come in with the Lux.
Yeah, and that's now a 2,000 gold lead for the Ezreal in this bot lane.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Yeah, that is... Now this bot lane is looking just... They are just firing on all cylinders this game.
Yeah, combined 6 kills between the two of them.
Yeah, Cal with the 87 and a half, like 7 out of 8, like 87% kill participation. Like... Directed camera could just follow Braum. It's going to find the action most of the time.
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking in the pregame that if I have a reservation about this comp from Autofill, it's that Braum is really hard to influence the game on compared to most support champs, but Cal maybe having his best game of the season so far.
Yeah, no, it has been a stellar night for Cal. Renato looking very good last game. Braum looking somehow even better, as he's just managed to just nullify the bestest one, who has been a very impressive support player in the games we've seen so far from him.
But what did we say? What do we always say? Any game is throwable.
Oh yeah,
3,000 gold lead at 16 minutes, but
yeah, every game is throwable.
Yeah. Tuesday going kind of baggro here onto the Renata. Actually, he's probably in a lot of danger. Bonk teleporting in. We see a nice knockup from the Braum, and that's going to be a kill over to 30. Just in time for this dragon to spawn. This one will be up 3 seconds before dragon's up. I mean, there are Hex Gates available, but...
I don't think that makes a difference, though.
No, I think they're seeding this one unless they are feeling real spicy. Trade for some pressure on the top lane. Actually, they're going to trade this for a Rift Herald. It's a smart play there from Wang and friends.
Yeah, they can go ahead and pick up top tower and Rift Herald. That's honestly a really good trade.
I love this Tuesday and hook resets, reading the situation. They're going to get some pressure down mid, too.
I was about to say, I really like this from Autofilled. They read this and they go, okay, cool, we want to get... They're putting priority on drag. They know we're going to lose Herald. Tank Axe is clearly staying top. Alright, let's get some damage on mid. Make it so that we're not just giving them everything. But, some awkward pathing here, and they're staying a little too long mid. This mid tower's going to go down to Herald.
And now 30 coming down the flank. It's going to be a flash for flash from the junglers here. 30 can be down to about half health to be able to walk out of this one. And I think that means everyone disengages. Shelly should have got the crash onto the mid T2 in the middle of that. Yes,
yeah,
she did. Poor Bonk rank.
Just getting bullied. Gets CC'd for the long time. Morgana Q. Not a short one.
Yeah, man, these I think we're going to just see both these teams go back to doing rotations. You think they're probably going to stop fighting for a little bit here. There's not a whole lot of obvious objectives to fight over right now, but these teams haven't really stopped fighting much, so I don't want to count on it.
So we will. The thing is, like, there's not really too much to fight. Like, we see some movement towards this bot tower, but like besides this, there really isn't anything else for the fight over. And it looks like Autofill Incorporated is more or less willing to give ahead and just say, hey, we'll trade this. We'll take mid. You guys can have bot. As a Tank X, though, gonna walk into trouble.
Yeah, that was a real bad flash out of him. Kind of a panic move, it looks like. Although Bestest One is showing up here. No, not going to chuck anything in there. He's mad out, man. This tower's going to go down. Actually, respect because they have to ult pretty defensively. Bestest One also flashing defensively. And that is huge. Wet-ass team just burned 3 flashes in the span of like 15 seconds.
Yeah, there looked like a very brief window where we were going to see the re-engage. We saw the Renata ult come out, but Resets just stuffed it. Braum Unbreakable came through, and down goes Renata ult.
Yeah, Blab is flanking here, so this could be a fight. 230's very low here. And now we see Wang doing some shenanigans with the pillar. Blab, though, maybe you're going to be able to actually be walking out just fine here.
Yeah, Blab fishing for some more bindings, but not going to find another one to land. Looks like things are going to go ahead and be pretty chill, honestly, until we get to next. I imagine next Dragon. Like, I think like both these teams are like. Autofill Incorporated is like really bizarre, where like they occasionally will like go ahead and do a ton of really aggressive map movements and like just pick fights all over the place, and other times they just kind of just wait for the objective. And I imagine a lot of that is just kind of how much Cal is feeling himself and how much 30 is just taking control.
Yeah, Cal, his tactics tend to be really, really good when his team has a lead. So that's why I think we've seen these really good situations out of Autofill Incorporated basically all game long. Because Cal, when he's ahead, like, he's very confident in everything he's calling, and he is very far ahead at this point. So this is, you know,
he's very proactive. He's very good at being proactive.
See your Bestest One getting chonked out.
Yeah, he's gonna get sniped.
That's 50 seconds to go until this Dragon's Fall. So Bestest One will be able to get back there in time thanks to the Hex Gates. Jodo 5v5 breakout. This would be the 3rd Dragon for Autofill Inc. if they get it. So I think they're gonna just keep pressuring these towers for another round here.
Oh, so yeah, just keep all that vision that you spent all this time to set up in their bot jungle. And, oh my goodness, Renai Circulation has to burn the flash off of quite a bit.
I was just saying, you set up here hoping somebody misplays, and Renai gets caught out. Has to burn the flash yet again. These flashes just never seem to be available to be used in good situations for WAB. I think that's going to be Dragon conceded.
Yeah, they can afford to concede one more here, but I feel like a Hex
does walk over a ward here, so the entire team.
Oh, he's caught.
Ready set. This is an easy kill. Mr. Tuesday with his 5th of the game. This might not be a Bestest One. No flash available. He is walking out with not a lot of health there. This hook reset's going forward. He's blocking a lot of damage, but everyone's surviving. Oh my God, Blab and Pestis are both so low. But Autofill Incorporated, they're trying to poke through here. Open locked with the snare over Not enough to get a kill, though. But those no health bars below Last Dragon secured.
And what could have been far worse, a far worse scenario after how that started.
I mean, that could have been far worse just from how it ended, too. I mean, that
yeah.
was like 4 players with like 20 health combined.
It's crazy. Like, oh my goodness. There is... Yeah, all those were a single auto away from dying from Kha'Zix or Ezreal. Like, Kha'Zix has evolved wings. Like, if Kha'Zix got one more kill, he just did bug things. It just bounced all over the place. We finally see the method coming through. Crown coming in on this Ezreal. Already tough to kill. Only going to be tougher.
So 4,000's the gold lead for Autofill Incorporated here, and total control of this one. About 4 minutes away from having a chance at the Hextech Soul.
Yeah, and oh god, Hextech Soul with someone like Ezreal is just, it is rough. When Ezreal, he pokes one person, he just pokes your whole team. Like,
I think the worst part of this game too is it's like if you're WAB here, Wang gets scouted out here. I don't think anybody gets onto him. If you're WAB here, like, what's going well for you? Who's the player that is gonna get you back into this game? Because it's really across the board not going well.
I think you really have to hope. Like, I think the thing you're looking for here is either just a gigantic Renata ult in a team fight, which is really tough because Hook Resets is going to be... He's watching for that, right?
Well, this could be it, though. I mean, Ocho goes pretty far forward here. There's Renai gets caught on the other side as his team is getting a pick onto the Lux. Blab is going to go down the other side, but Tuesday, he's very low health here. This could be a chance, but I think there's just not going to be the gap closes available here. And unfortunately, that's terrible timing for Blab to die.
I was going to say, the other thing I was going to say is the other thing you could try to find that would work for them is a Morgana pick, right? Like, Morgana CC, like, long range, last forever, gives a chance to, like, you land that on Oksha or 30 or Tuesday, and you from like Fog of War, and you're able to pick them off, and then maybe you win a 4v5, right?
Here, if this team wants to do any posturing around Baron, I would be surprised if they do.
No, I think this is mostly just clear out some vision. Yeah, we see your Squetch recalling, but
Wang
aggressively pushing in.
Yeah, Wang. I don't know if he's going to get collapsed on here, but...
There's definitely some potential here. Hook Reset's coming up, but his recall's fine. He's going to be safe.
Playing with fire a little bit, but they don't get burned on that one. So we've got 2 minutes and 10 seconds till the Dragon spawn. That's presumably going to be the next big fight.
Yeah, I mean, this is... What's crazy is that Autofill Incorporated is only 4K ahead. Like, this game feels like it's so much further ahead than it actually is.
Yeah, they've been down a tower for a while. I was going to say, I do like this play from them. Get the last tier 1, easy tower to get. But they're actually... I'm not looking at the minimap
I love this. I was going to say, you're saying, like, I love this play, and I'm like, yeah, dude, this is great from WAB. And you say Autofill, it's like, wait, what? No.
Yeah, super decisive play. They're getting a ton of damage. I think take this tier 3.
They do get the tier 3 for sure. They actually will get in him.
Yeah, we'll see here. Some damage comes out from the true shot, but I don't think there's going to be any chase potentially. There's enough time to reset this before Hextech Dragon spawns.
Yeah, what an excellent call. Like,
yeah,
I don't know whoever called that. Like, that was gigantic.
Yeah, that's game changing. They now have a pressure point on the map. I just said, what's going well for them? Finally, the answer is something. It's supers in the mid lane. And now that gives them a lot more of an avenue to approach this next dragon. Try to stop Autofill Incorporated from taking the soul. Bon Crank. Oh, that's the clone. We're good, Bon Crank. My man out here, I'm 0 in the death column. I gotta remember. As there are some big waves crashing into Autofill Incorporated turns. They are losing a little bit of gold here. And they are intelligently, they're not going to go far side waves. They want to force this dragon. And so we do see Autofill Incorporated. They are teleporting Oksha in. He can be a little far out here. Actually, Hook resets. No, no one's ready to capitalize on
Yeah,
this.
Hooker says unfortunately like had to position himself there, just to make sure that like, because if the enemy team committed, he could at least do Unbreakable and make sure that Oaksha doesn't get popped on arrival.
Yeah, here we go. Best this one has to flash kind of early in this fight. Tankax, meanwhile, being chunked out a bit on the other side of the fight. Dragon has been started by Wang here, and this is going to be a collapse. This is actually really dire. Wang does not have a flash available. He's going to have to pillar very defensively, but he has no health at all.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the fight, Octa gets a ton of damage on what was not a ult.
Oh my god, that's...
Yeah, Swept and Renai here. Watch them from below. Tankax from above. Tankax pulling a lot of attention towards him. Going to go down. Some defensive flashes. This is a 1 for 2 in favor of Autofill Corman, but their health bars are really low. The damage dealer's full health for WAB here, and they might still be trying to contest this. Here we go, the snare comes through. Bonkrang taking a lot of damage here. 30 has to be really scared here. Dragon gonna be reset, but Tuesday over the wall gets the kill onto Renai. This Dragon is about to reset. I don't think we're done fighting here. No. Wukong has Unleashed Teleport available. He's pinging it for his team here. Is Okja taking a lot of damage here now. Here comes Blabber Squacked. Beautiful stopwatch there into a flash. Everyone is flashing. Everyone is teleporting. Renai now with the stopwatch. What was that teleport from Bonkrang from there? What? And that's a team fight win for Autofill.
Yep. My Wang coming over quick. He wants to try and steal this, but he's not going to be fast enough.
Oh, man. He was so close.
Yeah.
He wasn't that close. He didn't have flash. There wasn't a blast cone there.
No. Can you still smite when you're taking Hexgate?
Oh, God.
Because he could have done that.
My gut tells me no.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can or not anymore.
But I bet no one at Riot tested that.
Hell, it might be intended. I doubt it, but...
Oh, but here we go. We liked the vibe check before. We liked this one together. There's so much time spent on the bottom side of the map.
Bonkrang doesn't have TP.
Yeah,
I don't know if they know that, but like...
This is going slow though. Zaya's not there yet. Kha'Zix is...
They have no clue. They have no clue.
Oh, this is it. This is here.
Oh, there's the blue.
Kale's the first one to notice.
Yeah.
I think you gotta commit to it at this point.
Yeah, you 100% commit. This is gonna be coin flip here. His 30's going in. He's gonna get into steal!
Massive play from 30, and that's gonna.
That might be the game.
Everyone is so low here. Oh,
Mr. Tuesday's cleaning up.
Kills, 12 kills onto the Ezreal.
Yep.
13 kills onto the Ezreal. Aw crap indeed, Zaya.
The only thing that's fortunate for WAB here is that the only wave that's close to crashing has supers pushing against it.
Yeah, that actually is the difference between GG and just a big momentum swing here.
Yeah. No, they'll get inhib, but actually they're not going to choose to get mid-hib. Interesting.
No, I think they're gonna
oh,
play
but they might now.
Yeah, the bet pays off there. We're gonna follow the bigger wave in the bot lane. Look at all these caster creeps. This will be the wave they take him with. Zaya's about to spawn, but that is a long time on the Morgana.
Yeah, we have 4 members here. Kha'Zix's not here as well, so it is a 4v4.
Oh,
but oh my goodness, Takeax just getting absolutely choked and dropped.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, this is 31 minutes in. He's got a kill participation of 1 so far in this game. The man is sitting on no gold, only 2 items at 31 minutes on the Cho'Gath. Could not tank his way through a rainstorm right now.
And it looks like Autofill Court is opting to try and end here. Renai Circulation is going to be spawning, but these towers are going down quickly. Oaksha is kind of low on mana.
Yeah, love is on a Bonkrang going in nice and deep. As, oh my god, the Lux damage comes through. But this is actually a lot of damage kind of sticking here. Bonkrang gonna go down, and actually, I think that pick might be enough to save the base here. Hexgate out by the Braum. I love it.
Yep.
I was kind of expecting Vlad to take this Hexgate.
I'm like, oh my god, this madman. He's walking towards it. I was like, he's gonna do it. What a lunatic.
But
honestly, I wouldn't have hated that play. I think like you could try and he's got ult, he's got Zhonya's. Try and like really live the dream, save the day here.
Yeah, prove you're a bad dude. I respect it.
That's one of those plays that like probably only works out like 1 in 5, maybe 1 in 10 times. But in a situation like this, when you're down 9-10k and your bot inhibs like just got taken, like, you know what? Sometimes you just try and make a big play.
All right, so I guess looking at positives for WAB here, we've got 2 minutes till the Dragon Soul, or the Elder Dragon spawns.
Yeah.
But Tank Axe hasn't done a lot this game. He's going to spend the next 60 seconds doing nothing as he gets picked with ease here in the top lane. 0-6-1, just absolute disaster of a game for the Cho'Gath, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, it is just not working out. It was looking fine during lane phase, but he's just not been able to do much in any of these team fights or skirmishes.
Oh, the push continues. We'll see here if they can defend the tier 3. It's really hard to lose to 2 Adepts. But they've got 18 seconds on the Cho'Gath. I don't think the time's going to work out. That means I think they're going to give this one up.
Yeah,
and fight another day.
I mean, if they don't end tier, like, that's free Elder, right?
Yeah, that's only one Nexus turret, so it's not even like WAB could leave the base for a split seconds here.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 minute, like, that's...
I think they go for the Cho TP here somewhere.
They need to try and find something here, because, like, the longer this goes, like, you're gonna have so many people stuck in base here. Supers will just take, that tower on its own, no problem.
Yeah, or I guess you give up Elder and hope that they are really passive on their closeout.
I mean, here's the plan.
Fire's not there, though. This looks like
you give the enemy team Elder, and then you get Renata ult on them, so they execute themselves.
All right, well, Renata's going to have to survive for that one to happen, and Besselin is going to be the first to fall here in this team fight. Ocha picks up the kill, and that should be GG. 420 Ball Crank going forward. They're getting some knockers. Well, Ball Crank maybe a little too
forward.
We'll
but he's going to slow down the enemy team enough. Tank Axe going to go down once again.
There's some low health buyers, but this Ezreal's still full health. This Ezreal's just a little too big. Oh.
16-1, huh? That's a little too big. This man is gargantuan.
But he's just full.
This boy's dummy thick.
I'll see. They're gonna just opt to crash these supers.
Oh no! My Wang and Respect trying to make one last heroic play to save the day, but it is Mr. Tuesday, and today is in fact Tuesday.
Yeah, unlucky for the rest of the league here, as they may get some KDA points onto Blab there, but not going to come close to getting the win. That's a clean win for Autofill Incorporated there.
Yeah. What an absolutely monstrous game out of that bot lane.
Hookery side's good.
Mr. Tuesday, good.
And on that note,
let's see these stats.
See y'all soon for Baddie Breakdown.
Yeah, we'll be back. 5-10 minutes for Baddie Breakdown.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll see you guys shortly.